What is going on, guys? This is Knasty 39 here. Welcome back to an episode of the Draft to Glory franchise with the Mariners. This is episode 16. Our last episode, we lost in the playoffs again. Second straight year losing the ALCS. It's just our offense just isn't. I just think we need more power. I'm looking at the players in the lineup. There's really not a whole lot of power. Good contact, but not a lot of power. Pitching's amazing. So obviously we can only build through the draft. Now we have a lot of guys who are free agents. So Frank Merced, obviously want to keep him around. He's 30, but he's still amazing. He wants to be around. A 5-year deal is a little much. Let's do 4. Joel Bean, I will gladly take. He was great during the regular season. I'll gladly take the draft pick. We'll probably get a draft pick compensation for him. Cherry, he's been really solid, but nothing crazy. How much does he want a year? 6. He wants more money than Bean, which is kind of funny. I'll give him a qualifying offer. Calvin Stoltz, our backup catcher, great defensive catcher, cannot hit. How much does he want a year? $8 million. I'm going to give him a qualifying offer. I think we can get a draft pick for him. Julian Reyes. Now, I would like to keep Reyes around. He's pitched well. 3 of the last 4 years, he's been amazing. Like a 1.9, a 2.4, and a 1.9 ERA. Not bad as a lefty out of the pen. And he's probably not going to cost that much. Yeah, $2 million. I'll do a 1-year deal at like a 2.6. Ryan Price. I'm probably going to let Price walk. We got other guys we can use, and he's like $5 million? $3 million, but still, we're just going to move on with someone younger. Ortiz, do want to keep him around. I'm not sure if he'll be our starting center fielder, but he does have over 200 home runs, and one thing we don't have a lot of is power, and that's one thing he does provide. Miguel Chavez, still pitching well as a long man. I mean, the ERA is in the 2s, so I'd like to keep him around. A 2-year deal, I think that's fair. Zavala, I'm probably going to let Zavala walk. He didn't hit well the last couple years, so I'm just going to go young in the outfield. And then Sebastian Castillo, I might keep him around as a bench hitter, but he's going to want, he wants $6 million. I will let you walk. It's kind of a shame because he was a very good hitter for us. Not a great hitter, but a very good player. So we could get we could get 3 extra draft picks. So let's see what happens. I don't think we have anyone who has player contracts. So let's see. All right, Merced, Reyes, Ortiz, and Chavez all signed. So all the guys we made offers to signed. Perfect. So now we have to go to arbitration, and we have a couple players here. DeAndre Berry, he might be our closer. He will be our closer this year. 1-year deal, then he's a free agent. I'll just give him a 1-year, 2.5. He's 34. He's not young. And then Cortez, and who's the other guy? David Barton. Cortez is kind of falling out of favor. I'll still keep him around just to have another body. And David Barton, I think we might. How much is he going to cost? I'll bring it down to like 1.3. Just as a body, I guess. And then tender contracts. Tommy Perez obviously is a great second base prospect. We'll sign him. I just want to see if there's anyone that we really need to lock up long term. Zavallo didn't have the best rookie year. But I still like him. I'll give him a 5-year deal. Very cheap. $3 million a year. That's not too bad. But I think the rest of this, I'll just sign these guys. You really don't need to see it. And then we'll see what happens with all the free agents, if we can get some extra draft picks or not. Okay, so all those offers were made. Now we have a couple things we need to do. First off, some arbitration players. I see Guzman, Callaway, Rimo. All those guys I want to make sure we add to the 40-man. So let's do that real quick before I forget. So there's Rimo. Add him to the 40-man, and then there was the first baseman in, where was he? Callaway. And who's the other guy? Guzman, another starter, and I think and Manuso, I'll add him too. There's Guzman, and where is there he is, right here. All right, so add those guys. Our 40-man, we only have 37 people, so we're good. Now, one thing I want to do is take a look at the guys that we drafted last year and see what positions they have for secondaries. So Sanchez can play left field. The guy who's this guy's going to be a superstar. He can play left field. Not good. He has bad durability, bad fielding, but he can. Tom Walsh, great defensive player, can play left, first, center, and right. Unfortunately, he's a deep potential, but good defense. Karowski's obviously a starter. Acevedo can play only second. Gil Rosario, center fielder, can play all 3 outfield. And that's it. So Sanchez can play left, which is nice. Now, let's see what happens with our free agents. That's all I care about. get those extra draft picks. Let's see where they are. So Cherry's got several offers. I don't even... Oh, because Joel Bean, he has several offers as well. And then where is Stoltz? He has several offers. Was this our Leo Jimenez? This was. So this was our guy. He's been with Milwaukee the last 4 years. He's now a free agent again. But so we might get 3 extra draft picks. Joel Bean's the Angels. We got a draft pick. Now, he does go in the division, which kind of stinks, but still. Stoltz accepted. But it looks like, which is kind of a shame because he had offers out there. It looks like... Where is he? If we go to, yeah, he's signed. So Cherry's gone. Now, one thing I want to do, since we did lose, as you can see, we don't have a lot of relievers. 2 high, mid-80s. I want to go through some starters, and let's find some starters who don't have the best stamina and make them relievers. So if they're like in the low 70s, like Geronimo, he's a lefty. I'm going to make him a reliever. And with that, he might be able to play next year for the big league club because he's a reliever. And then when they become free agents, they usually get signed. Let's see. Conley, 77 potential. We already looked at Reyes. Aragon, 71. So we're going to make him a reliever. And, yeah, because we have a lot of starters. I mean, this is what happens in real life. Like, failed starters just become relievers. So if you're wondering why am I changing their positions when I'm anti-against that, this is why. Rixey, see potential with 69 stamina, which is nice, but that's nicer as a reliever. So we're going to do this with a few guys that kind of just will build up our bullpen from within. Manuso, 83 stamina. Guzman, 88. Let's see. Monty Borders, 52. I'll make him a reliever. And if they do well in the minors, I'll call them up as relievers. So I think that's good there. So I think we're pretty much all set. Our budget should be fine. We did take on a lot of money for Stoltz for 1 year. But, yeah, we should still be fine with money-wise. The next year as a free agent, we have Lopez, our shortstop. Obviously, Stoltz again. I think Manning has a player option. No, he doesn't, so that's good. And then Ortiz, Richie Rivera's a free agent. Barry, Reyes again. So, I mean, we won't get as many draft picks. But let me finish the offseason. There's not really anything else to do. And then I'll see you guys at the beginning of the next season. All right, so here's the lineup. It's a little different, but a lot of it's the same. Marcus leading off. He's been a great hitter for us. Story, then Lopez, Hirsch, Gutierrez. Now, Keenan Callaway, I'm going to have him play. Now, we do have the guy that we just drafted last year. But this guy, he's 24. I want to give him a chance. He's going to be our DH. And I'm going to have Gutierrez. You know what? I'm going to have it switch around. I'm going to have Gutierrez be the DH. Slightly worse fielding. But then Callaway at first. And then we have Ortiz in center, Casto and Hugh in right. So let me just change that around on both of those. So Gutierrez would be the DH. So we're having Callaway play. Now pitching, we have Merced, Stoltz, Cox, Manning, Rivera. Chavez is a long man, I think is good. Bullpen now is not bad. We got 3 mid to high 80s, 2 80s, and a 75 in Reyes, but he always pitches outstanding. So I think the bullpen should be pretty good. If you take a look at the roster history, you can see how we built the team. I probably should get rid of these 3 guys soon, just so it shows that every single player is a guy that we have drafted. Some new guys. I mean, Callaway was a first-round pick. Geronimo was a 5th-round pick. He was 22. He was the starter that we just changed. I think that's it for new guys. Stockton's on the big league club now. I mean, great defensive backup. And if we look at, let's take a look at what we're ranked. We are ranked first. Taking a little bit of hit in defense. Power's now 10th. Hopefully that's good enough for us. The division should be pretty weak. Take a look at top prospects. Sanchez is number 9. He was one of the last picks in the first round. Literally right after he's drafted, he's 9th best prospect in baseball. Pretty good. I think that's probably going to be it. There's guys who I like who just won't show up on the prospect list. But if we take a look at the rest of the team, Ramos an 82 overall, 24 years old, still in the minors. But I mean, there's an injury, someone struggles like Rivera or Chavez. We'll call him up. Evan Craig, we can call him up if we need another reliever. Same with Aragon or Cora. Catchers, we have a couple guys being sent down on waivers. And there's Sanchez, a first baseman. We have a lot of first basemen. Second base, Cortez got sent down. We also have Tommy Perez, who's 21 years old, 82 overall. And Samuels is 22 years old, 79 overall. He was the first baseman, moved to second. So Lavallo will start the year on the bench. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. And we have Aparicio, big-time power potential at short. Actually, I'm high on this kid. It's only 20. And the outfield, we have a lot of bodies, just not a lot of good ones. Gonzalez is a promising player. He can play first, left, center, and right. Bordick can hit, but not much power. And center, we have like no one, and we have like no one in right. So in the draft, we're gonna have a couple extra picks. Really, I want to focus on power and outfielders. That's the biggest thing. Power and outfield. Lopez is out for 1 to 2 months. All right, let's fix the lineup. That's not a good start. Stockton, I'm just going to have him bat third because I'm too lazy to move things around, and I don't feel like it's going to affect us in the long run because we're a wagon. But luckily, we do have Stockton who can play. But Tom Hughes for one. Okay. Now I'm going to have to call up an outfielder. I will probably call up Gonzalez, maybe? David Barton, who's played, who hasn't really played well. Bordick, who has hit well in the minors, but he can't field. Gonzalez can kind of field. We'll call up Gonzalez. We'll have him play for Hugh. Man, 2 pretty big injuries early on already. Not what I would call ideal. Really not, but I think we'll manage. I really want to see how Callaway does. I mean, he's in 318 already. I'm hoping by the end of this season we win the division, have the best record in baseball, and we also have the number 1 prospect. Like, that would be awesome. If I already drawn like on a kid's name, but I'll look at how is it Gutierrez? No, Sanchez. Gutierrez is this guy. Jesus, I'm all over the place. Sanchez. I'm hoping at the end of the season he's the number 1 prospect in baseball. That would be ideal. Position players. Okay, I'll fix it. Jeez, stop yelling at me. I'll fix it. I want him to stay in the minors, moving you to AAA. Or low minors, excuse me. There we go. Okay. Sometimes if you have them auto do it, they'll like sign free agents and then put the free agents on the major league team. It makes no sense. 3 or 4 weeks, keep them on the 10 days. Callaway's out for a day or 2. Man, we're only 9-9. Astros are 16-4. Jesus. Gotta chill, Astros. Gotta chill. And we gotta start getting healthy. Ogawa's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Chavez is out for 1 to 2. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. Ogawa's back. Plays on the bench. Chavez, Otto, plays on the bench. Okay, Hugh is back, so we're starting to get a little healthier. We're only 5 out, and we're 17-19. Gonzalez actually hit really well. Ortiz is actually doing pretty well, and Marcus is okay. I'm going to have Hugh on the bench. Gonzalez might have just taken his job. You're hitting 336, you're going to keep playing. Pitching, let's just make sure this is all good. Merced's really struggling. Wow. Our whole rotation's struggling, but I think they'll turn it around. But we might have a new outfielder. Lopez is back. Okay. Yeah. I'll fix all this. It'd be nice if we can go, like, I don't know, a day without having injuries. But we'll see. I will probably send down... Stockton actually hit 4 home runs while he played. That's not too bad. I'll probably send down Pearsall because we have Hugh on the bench now. Let's do that. And we have like no outfielders. He'll clear if he doesn't clear waivers. That kind of stinks, but we should be fine. All right, let's get on a little bit of a winning streak, boys. We're now actually healthy, which means we'll probably start losing a bunch. And yeah, we lost a bunch of games in a row. Geronimo's out for a day or 2. He's back. I think we've lost like 8 in a row. No, 3 in a row. How are we so bad? 26-32. Jeez. Well, we are at the draft. So, we have the 30th pick in round 1. Competitive balance, nothing there. 28th pick in round 2. And then 2 extra picks here for losing players. So, hopefully we get some power. Hopefully we get some outfielders. And hopefully we get some high potentials. Alright, I am going to put a premium on power players. If you can hit for power. I'm actually going to sort by that. So sort power versus right. And then let's take a look at their potential. And there's a right fielder here who's a project who's 22. High injury. I don't love that. 75 on the potential. Another 75 on the... Wow, that's a catcher. What I might do is just get a guy like this. Maybe not the highest potential could play soon. Like Emmett Parr, I won't get him in the first round. So I guess in the first round, we're not going to find power. Ooh, there's a center fielder here who does look promising. Can fly, can hit. There's a little bit of power there. David Nunez, he's an option. A catcher, we really don't need catchers. A starter, looks good. But we really don't need starters. We need outfielders. I mean, this does have 80 potential, but high injury risk. He's really a DH. We could take closers, but I don't want to take closers in the first round. Yeah, I'm going to take David Nunez. Let's take him. We have to wait a little bit to our next pick. Then we're going to have, I think, like 3 picks in a row or something like that. Yeah, we're going to have 3 picks in a row. So, let's see here. There are a lot of starters available. There's some closers. Wow, he looks good, and he's a lefty. I'm going to take this lefty closer. All right, some power here. Lionel Matheson, he's a project, but he's 22. I might just take like a right fielder who may not have... Who's the right fielder that... Did he get drafted already? Who didn't have... Damn it, I think he already got drafted. He didn't have like a high potential, but he could be ready soon to help us out. It's a shame. All right. Oh, here's his catcher. I'll probably take this catcher here, just because he has the power potential. I don't know. I feel like those aren't the best players, though. I'll wait. I'll just take the best players. And left fielder who's 24 is a project. Berger looks really good. I'm going to take Mark Berger. I mean, if we keep getting nasty starters, we keep getting nasty starters. And I'll take another closer here, Scott Walls, because that looks really good. His per 9s. So we'll take him. We have to wait to our next pick. I'll take Billings. Oh, he just got taken by Detroit in round 3. We'll see how good he is. We'll look at Detroit. Hasn't been the best draft for players who I want. I guess we'll take another starter. Unless the second baseman here has some power. But we don't need second baseman. We really don't. Yeah, I'll take DeAndre James. We're just getting more starters. Like, not what we need, but you know what? We'll just take the best player, I guess. Really don't need a second baseman, but he looks promising. Maybe he has some secondary positions, and we can move people around. So we'll take him, and then round 5 now. Let's see. All these guys are projects. So I will take a shot in the dark with J.R. Strickland, I guess. I'm not even sure if we're going to... Yeah, we'll have a pick in the 6th round. We didn't have 10 picks already. We only got 2 extras. And, sure, I'll take Sergio Bautista to finish off the draft. So, let's see how we did. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. So David Nunez is 19, 89 potential. So basically an A. 98 speed, 80 stealing, 85 base run aggressiveness. Now his durability is not great, his fielding's not great, but contact, vision, discipline, and clutch aren't too bad. Not much power. We actually don't have enough money. So what is our budget looking like? I am going to just release. Let's see if I can trade Stoltz and then just get rid of him. If not, I'll just release him. And we have other options, but 21 million for a catcher. We might actually get a bite. All right, I will just flat out release him. Goodbye, Stoltz. Worth a chance of getting a draft pick. It wasn't bad for us, but not great. We'll be on the hook for some money, but we'll still be fine. Now I'm going to have to call up a catcher. Call up Jesse Helm. Or let's call up a guy that... Yeah, Jesse Helms has already been on the 40 man, so we'll call him up to be a backup. Wait a few days. And then we will... should be able to have enough money to sign our draft picks. Now I'll fix that. As we keep losing. There we go. So Nunez, we already took a look at Moya, 75 overall, 83 potential. He's only 22, so he's still pretty young. Lefty reliever. Really like his per nines. So that's a good pick. Mark Berger, 82 potential. Not great. 57 overall. Good walks per nine. He's only 18, so that's not too bad. Scott Walls, another closer, 87 potential. He's only a 59 overall. He's 24 years old, so he's kind of a ways away and he's not young, but still not bad. DeAndre James, 82 potential isn't bad. 21 years old, 64 potential. Brian Chen, 73 potential. I don't know what his secondaries are. He can kind of hit. J.R. Strickland was a shot in the dark, 79 potential. And then Batista, this closer, 61 potential. So let's go take a look at that Billings guy in Detroit. Oh, I thought this was 88 guy they drafted. 79 potential. There's power there, but yeah. I mean, it wasn't it was high potential. So the first pick was a catcher. What team was it? I wanted to see. I think it might have been like the Reds or something. Yeah, this was the number 1 pick. Not a good pick. 92 potential, 46 overall, 21 years old. So, all right, we need to start winning because we actually might miss the playoffs. Actually, we are a bad team this year. Look, there's no way. We are 35 and 43. We're in last place. So let's turn this shit around, boys. Hirsch is hitting 383. Callaway hasn't been that great. I'll let him keep playing. Borik's doing really well in the minors. Sanchez is destroying Double-A pitching. 329 with 13 home runs. He's going to be moving up the top prospects list. He's at 8. But I don't know how often they update, but I mean, right now there's no reason to call him up because we're bad. I mean, we can get hot. We have the talent to get hot. But let's see who made the All-Star team. We're 5 under at the All-Star break. Probably a few All-Stars. No starters for us. No relievers. No closers for us either. Casto made it. That's not. He hit 214, 12 home runs, so the power is nice. But I'm hoping for more out of this kid. First baseman, none. Second base, none. Hirsch, obviously hitting 380. 19 home runs. Having an amazing season. And Sergio Samuel, still on the Red Sox, really having a very good career with the Red Sox, not with us. And that's it. Anyone in the National League that we have moved on from? Juan Montero, was he one of ours? He was. So he is an all-star with the Brewers. Glenn Gindle, he's still around. Made the all-star team. He was with us at the very beginning. Then he went to Miami. And now he's in Milwaukee, having a great year for Milwaukee. This isn't our guy. It's Jimenez. I always get that confused. Rufus, this guy's name. That's kind of funny. Juan Castro. I don't think it's one of our guys. No. So we have what? 2 All-Stars, I think it was. So yeah, let's get hot. I might have to call someone up. I think it's our pitching, I feel, is what's letting us down. We just got swept by the Angels. But we're only 11 back. How much are we back of the wild card? 10. The number 2 ranked team. Sanchez is still at 8. But yeah, I think having him stay in the minors is not the worst thing. Anyone else showing up on this now? I see Detroit has a bunch. They're going to be a very good team very soon. So Marcus has been not great, but not bad. Story has really struggled. Damn it, he's got 2 more years on his deal. Lopez, he's really going down overall, but he's still having a good year. He is a free agent at the end of the year. We should get him pretty cheap. Hirsch has been great. Gutierrez. Callaway, only 4 home runs from him. That's not what I'm looking for. The average isn't even that good. Ortiz, 21 home runs. We saw Casto, and then Gonzalez is actually still hitting, so he's still playing. The question is, what do we do at first? Hugh has really struggled this year in limited action. There's Stockton, Jesse Helms, the backup catcher, and Lavallo. Not bad, but not great. We could move him around. Pitching, Merced settled down. Same with Stoltz. Cox has kind of struggled. Manning and Rivera. Chavez. Bullpen. there's some Reyes is really struggling. Benuso's been great. Barry has struggled. Ryan was pitching really well in AAA, but I might as well just keep him in the minors for one more year. And then next year he'll be in the bigs. And, so So David Barton in the minors, hitting pretty well, but he's continuing to decline. Tommy Perez, not great. Sanchez has been amazing. Ortiz has 20 home runs as a catcher in the minors. Tabor's improving. All right. I'll keep letting Callaway play. Let's just figure it out, boys. I mean, we obviously can't make a trade. There's talents there. We just got to perform better, start winning some games, and we've been healthy the second half of the year. Injuries cannot be an excuse. We just swept Houston, and then we lost 2 out of 4 to Minnesota. It's that kind of year. But it looks like we found a guy with Raul Gonzalez hitting .299. So that's good. Let's put him back in the lineup. Where did we draft him? I don't even remember. First round pick in 2032. So he was a first round pick. Okay. All right. Big series of the Houston, and we split. All right. Let's see. David Barton's out for 1 to 2 months. Obviously, they're showing that. Menusa's out for 2 to 3 months. Well, it looks like we're going to miss the playoffs. We're 10.5 out of the division. What are we out of the wild card? 6. Our run differential is really good. These teams have a negative run differential. Ours is plus 70. Jeez. PRSL is placed on the bench. Keep on the DL. So we ended up winning 82 games, but we missed the playoffs. And it wasn't even close. Close to the wild card, 4.5. Pitching was good. Just the hitting wasn't good enough, I guess. But the White Sox run differential was 35. Ours was 70. It was just close games. I guess our bullpen kind of hurt us. Sanchez is only number 7 in terms of prospects. He's a 77 overall. I want to take it slow with him. I don't want to rush him up to the bigs. He's still only 18. We have no other prospects. Let's take a look at how the team did. So Marcus did definitely have a down year. 269 average, only 12 home runs compared to 25 and 26. Story, he went from a 300 hitter with 40 home runs to a 260 hitter with 13. That's a big difference. WAR went from 7.7 to 2.8. Lopez, not much power from him, only 13 home runs. He hit 32 years ago. Still the good average. Still a very good hitter. 2,500 career hits at shortstop. He has a career WAR of 73. That's probably a Hall of Famer. Hirsch, bright spot to the year. I mean, the 31 home runs is pretty much what he always does, but the average was great. 337 average, 422 on base, OPS of over 1,000, a WAR of 7.1. That's nice to see. Gutierrez only hit 269, only 24 home runs. He was healthy. He played every game. Definitely a down year for him. Callaway only hit 7 home runs. I mean, the average wasn't bad. 273 isn't a bad average, but definitely we were looking for more. Ortiz hit 30 home runs, and he also hit 263. That's not bad for him. He's been around forever just doing that. Casto, 21 home runs, so that's promising. He's now 90 overall, 216 average. At catcher, that's a WAR of 3. And Gonzalez hit 295. That's not bad at all. 7 home runs, also stole 36 bases somehow with 52 speed, 61 steal, 78 base run aggressiveness. Stockton hit 7 home runs off the bench. Lovallo did as well. Let's take a look at pitching. Merced, ERA ended up being south of 3. That is 5 straight years. His ERA has been south of 3. That's remarkable. Stoltz, a 3.74 ERA, so he definitely had a setback this year. Cox, a 4.14. I mean, everyone had down years. Gino, and then Rivera. Rivera actually had his best year at 3-something ERA. I'll probably let him go as a free agent if we can get a draft pick, because we do have Rimo, who's ready. Geronimo and the bullpen wasn't too great. Reyes was bad. Perdosa was good. Menusa was great. And Barry. So take a look at awards. Vlad got MVP, and Ken Rosario. Never heard of you. Speaking of Raimo, Brian Raimo got it for the Cy Young. Charlie Hirsch got the batting title, so we got something. Rookie of the Year, we did get that as well. Henry Smalls. Gold Hank Aaron Award, we got that. Gold Glove at pitcher. Any other awards? Silver Slugger at third base, that makes sense. So that's it. So let's finish. Let's do the playoffs. Obviously, we're not in, and let's see if anyone retired made the Hall of Fame. If not, Royals defeat the Brewers. So, let's see. Did anyone on our team retire? Anyone that we have drafted retired? So, no one on our team retired. Anyone that we have drafted. Victor Mesa Jr. is on this, but we obviously didn't draft him. Zach Granite. I thought it was Greinke for a second. I'm like, wait, we're so far in the future. And you guys were always telling me, oh, Acuna retired. 491 home runs. Probably a Hall of Famer, clearly. Let's see. Acuna didn't make the Hall of Fame. All right. So next episode we'll do it again. We have a bunch of free agents. Lopez, I would like to bring him back. He's 37, but I would still like to bring him back. Rivera, Barry, Ortiz, and Reyes. I'll probably let Reyes walk, but I don't know. And we have some coaches we have to take care of. So that will be the next episode. If you guys did enjoy this, please drop a like. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.